And so far what's been reported is that he may have been involved in a situation where during his recruitment by Auburn and Mississippi State, he asked for or had people ask for these schools, from these schools, payment to play for their school. A former Mississippi State quarterback made allegations that he had been contacted by people who were supposedly representing Newton, saying that if you want us to come to Mississippi State, it's going to cost you. That's been the only on-the-record accusation against Newton so far. That was last week. This week, we had allegations of academic cheating while Newton was at Florida. He played at Florida for a year, or at least was on the Florida team for a year, had some difficulties there, was arrested, and ended up transferring out of Florida, went to a junior college, and then from the junior college went to Auburn. Then more allegations that he and his father, while talking to Mississippi State recruiters, said it's going to take more than a scholarship to get me to Mississippi State, and that there might be money involved in his recruitment. Again, none of those were on the record from a source, but these are the reports that are out there. I feel like the reporting and the reporters have done a good job. My concern is that nobody has stepped forward and been accountable with these allegations other than one Mississippi State representative, and even he is not necessarily a Mississippi State representative, he's a booster. So when you're allowing people to sort of make allegations without putting a name to it, you sort of bring up the idea of, what are the motives behind these people? Are people just out to sort of get Cam Newton, or are people just upset that he didn't go to Mississippi State like he said he would in the first place?
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a smear campaign, because I do believe that we can't put our heads in the sand. Bad stuff happens in college football, and when it comes to big players going to schools, and we just saw what happened with the Reggie Bush situation in the last couple of years, where he was taking money in gifts while he was at USC. So I think it'd be ignorant and a little naive to think that, well, this is just a smear campaign against Cam Newton, but you do have to question where this information is coming from and why now. I'm actually doing a story today on what this might do to his Heisman chances, and talking to voters and asking them, will this affect the way you vote? And the general consensus is from voters is, as long as he's eligible at the time I have to turn in my ballot and nobody has told me otherwise, I'll put him on my ballot if I think he deserves that from a playing standpoint.